Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about Mortal Kombat 11. This game is phenomenal. I just finished the story mode a little while ago, and God, it was good. Uh, I loved everything about it, the fighting, the fatalities, just this game is brutal. It looks awesome. The graphics are phenomenal. I was playing this on an Xbox One X, and on a 4K TV, it looks great. Definitely can't complain there. The game played super smooth. Had no problems with it at all. The story was awesome. I couldn't get enough. I just was, played the story nonstop till I was done. I picked it up launch day, couldn't wait for it to come out. As soon as I heard this thing was announced, I was on board. I was just ready to go. It was 1992 when the first one came out. I was 12 years old, and I seen it in the arcade, and I love this series. Just the digitized characters back then blew my mind. I just remember watching people just stacking quarters on the machine, just lined up, just playing it, and I would just sit there and watch, trying to get in there to play a match, because it was even hard to get in there to even play. But I finally got in there, played it, loved it. And then a few years later, the second one, even better. They just like hit their stride then. And then it came out on Super Nintendo and the Genesis. I had both versions. Because I had both systems. I was just playing the first one, the second one. The Genesis had blood in there, doing the blood code, rubbing it in a little bit, but I always liked the controls better. Controls were a lot better on the Super Nintendo, so I only had like a 3-button controller, I think, at the time. But yeah, it was phenomenal, and they just keep doing stuff to reinvent the series. It's great. Let's see, I guess it was maybe Deadly Alliance, I believe. They did this effect where they had like black eyes, and they get busted up when you were fighting. I believe it was Deadly Alliance, somewhere around there. Which that one was the fifth one, and the fourth one they went 3D, but that 3D wasn't quite there yet. It was in the beginning, so it looked better in 2D before that. Like the first three looked good, but then the fourth one, and it was kind of a downgrade, but it was in 3D, which was cool. So by Deadly Alliance, the fifth one, it definitely looked a lot better. I mean, pretty much blew the fourth one away. The blood in that was just, piles of blood on the ground. You had Raicho puking all over the floor. I mean, it was cool. But this one, whew, it is brutal. And even 10, was it 10? They start, or was it Mortal Kombat? I believe it was 9 on the PS3. They started the X-ray, so they reinvented it again with that. Started the whole thing basically over. It was, I think, a retelling of the original. And then with, MKX 10, everything just was more brutal. More brutal fatalities. The game looked way better. Just more, more brutal with the X-rays. It was crazy, just crazy. So much stuff with the character, and the fighting. It was just awesome. But then this one, they changed some things up in this one, which is awesome too. They got rid of the X-rays, which now it's a fatal blow. It's basically the same thing, but God, it's so brutal. It's like mini fatalities now. Like when you're fighting, you almost don't even have to do a fatality, but that's just a little bit extra, at the end, which is cool. Yeah, one part that stinks. In the crypt, I started playing the crypt, which I thought was really cool. How you unlock stuff, but like I know they have like some extra fatalities and stuff in there, and skins and all that stuff, which they kind of did that in the last couple too. But there's a you can pay for the stuff, which that's lousy. or you could just grind like crazy. Me personally, I won't. I'm not gonna buy like all these little coins and gems or whatever the heck they are. I'll just play the game, earn what I earn, and get what I get. You know, because I'll just play the game. I'm gonna definitely go through the story mode maybe at least two to three more times. Probably, play it on the hardest difficulties. I did a medium campaign. It was pretty easy. Definitely need to go through it hard. Probably should have did that right from the start, but I didn't know how brutal it was going to be. I know some of the last couple they got hard at the end, fighting like multiple characters in a row, like with one life bar. They didn't do that in this one though. The way they did it was a little bit different. But just like the other ones, this was a complete interactive movie, and the movie is awesome, man. I mean, it is so cool. The stuff with the time, with the, just going, the time rift or whatever it is. I don't want to spoil it, but God, it's so cool. Just characters, old, new, clash and fight, and it's just great. I highly recommend this game. I recommend definitely pick it up. I couldn't wait for this. When it was announced, I was like right there, just ready day one. It just looked awesome. And it didn't disappoint. It definitely delivered to me anyway. I know some people ain't Mortal Kombat, fans, or ain't fans of fighting games. If you are a fan of fighting games, you already know about Mortal Kombat and know it's awesome. So I'd say go pick this one up because this definitely does not disappoint. Unless you're waiting for like a price drop or waiting to get like a used copy, that's fine too. I thought about doing that. I want to get a Switch version so that way I can play this portably. Like I said, I have this on the Xbox. I'm playing on the One X, and God, it looks great. I almost got the Switch version first. Because I figured the Switch version probably, won't come down in price to the level that, like, say, Xbox or PlayStation 4 will do. Because they usually come down. You could, like in maybe a year, you'll be finding this game probably for like $20 or something on sale. Maybe a used copy for that price. But the Switch version, they'll knock off $10. Dollars or something, and that might be that, maybe 20, maybe we could see the thing get, I think I heard that Amazon and Walmart have it listed online for like, what is it, like 49 maybe, I think it was like 49.99 or something like that, but that's not bad considering it just came out and you can get it for that price. But I mean, it is a downgraded version of the game, which is fine. I heard it compared to like a PS3 version. I ain't buying that because the PS3 game, Mortal Kombat 9, this definitely will look better regardless, even if it is downgraded and the colors are dulled a little bit. There's no way that it's to that level. Like in that one, Liu Kang's chest looked all goofy and stuff. It used the Unreal Engine 3. Actually, the last one did too, but this one uses Unreal Engine 4, and it totally shows. I mean, it just shows. The skin textures, the eyes, and the voice acting is just, it's great. My hats off to the, actors that did this and the creators, because, man, they did a great job. But like I said, if you're on the fence, just go ahead and get it. Like I said, or at least wait till it comes down in price, then pick it up, definitely, because it's worth it. It's just, this is as far as Mortal Kombat, this is a must-have in the collection, for sure. Yeah, especially if you're into any kind of fighting games. This one is just top-notch, does not disappoint. NetherRealms, they just keep knocking it out of the park. They just had Injustice 2 out a couple of years, and that game just knocked it out of the park. So I couldn't wait for this one to come out because, man, Injustice 2 was awesome. But with that, you had something, I guess, equivalent to maybe like the Fatal Blow or old what they used to call the X-ray or whatever. They had some like that. Everybody had like kind of like a big move, but it was only like one move per person while you were fighting. This, you can you get fatalities, you unlock more fatalities. There's you got the fatal blow, you got these like other like intense moves where like maybe it just hits them hard and cracks some ribs or busts their jaw while you're hitting them. I mean, it is just so brutal and so bloody, man. It is just great fun. I have kids. I definitely don't recommend people to have young kids around this game. My kids are both young, 11 and 6, and I don't want either one of them really seeing this stuff. That's why I almost got the Switch version too, because I could play it in dock mode or handheld mode. I mean, all day long without them seeing it. I'm not on the TV, don't have to worry. Luckily, I was able to keep this from them, and just get down to business, knock this game out, see this whole story. Like I said, I could not stop, didn't want to stop, just wanted to finish this and can't wait to play it again. Now I'll just go ahead, unlock all these guys' endings and just, put some grinding in and unlock more stuff out of the crypt. But let me know what you guys think. Are you going to pick this up? Like I said, I totally recommend this. 100% go get it, especially if you're a fan of fighting games. Don't sleep on this at all. But let me know down in the comments if you're going to pick this up, or if you aren't gonna, or you don't like Mortal Kombat at all, never was a fan. Maybe you're a Street Fighter 2 fan or whatever, or Street Fighter, any Street Fighter, or an Injustice fan, any fan. Just let me know, and let me know what you think, guys. And thanks for watching, and please shoot me a like and subscribe, man. All right, have a good one. Thanks.